Let's check if we're live. I don't know yet. It says we are starting,
We are
and we are
live. I've
live.
had the notification.
Bang, 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 bang. I don't know what that was. Don't even ask.
We're never live.
Yes, we are. We are officially live. Welcome,
Oh,
everyone.
shit.
Ruined.
And we're on time as well.
I know. Go figure. Jay's not here, and we're on time.
Yeah. Hashtag not Jay's fault.
For
This
once.
time.
Actually,
Well,
he's meant to be stopping in here, so
well, just look at it this way. I was like the ultimate in last minute, so.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. We were saying, who can we ask to be on the show?
Oh, if I'm available, I will absolutely be there.
So, welcome Ken and Jared to the Super Awesome Vape Show once again. And let's just go around the table and talk about what we're vaping on. Let's start with Jared.
Oh, piss.
Yeah.
Oh, I see how this is going to start. Oh, yeah, haters. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing today? I was still actually getting my buffet together. I was actually going to wrap a battery, but I decided against it at the last second because I only had 60 seconds. So
just mute yourself real quick and just do it up.
Right. I was about to say, well, I still got to get the wrap off the damn cabinet in the closet behind me.
Jesus.
I'll do that in a moment, though, because we are all about battery safety, are we not? So what am I vaping on? I'm vaping on the Aspire Sprite. Got some banana cream pie from Glass Vapor in there. Some 50 milligram Nick Salt because I like to get nicked out of my brain at times. Got the Basium with the 3C Vape Sahara. What an interesting, albeit fucked up design with that thing. I've got the Lost Vape Therion with the Juggernaut on top of that beastie. Just got that Therion yesterday from a subscriber. Thank him very much. Oh, what else? Oh, we got the Modified Draco with the Intake RTA. Loving that thing. Got the Rage Box with the BTFC. Not going to give you my pronunciation of that abbreviation. That's an after show moment, I promise. Oh, yeah. And then one of my absolute favorite mods, also purchased it from a subscriber, but he cut me a hell of a deal just because I really wanted one. I got a Lost Vape drone with the Drop Dead on top of it. Love this freaking mod. I don't care how big this damn thing is. Love this mod. So that's what I got. I mean, obviously, if anybody ever watches me on anything else live, I'm always vaping on like 10 times more than what I ever show, but you know the deal. So let's go to Ken.
Yeah.
He said shit.
No, so first off, phone, so shit audio and video apparently. But okay, so I thought Jared was going to go for longer, so I was in the middle of filling up a pod. Okay, so what am I vaping on today? I am vaping on the good old trusty Hexome V3, the special Fleef edition with the Drop Dead on top. Got myself a good old-fashioned setup here. I got the Bonza sitting on top of the Buku Drag. I have the Aspire Credo Pro sitting on top of the Got battery on from Smokejoy. And I have a very, very disappointing RTA sitting on top of something else.
Oh, best way to put it ever.
But also, as soon as this thing is filled up, I'm going to be using the Smoant S8 pod as well. So that's going to be some fun 20 milligram Nick Salt right there.
Pussy.
Dude, I can't even handle 50 personally.
Call me. That's it. You can call me that, man, but I'm just saying you are what you eat.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
Oh, sorry, after show, right?
I was going to say, I saved my comment, damn it.
All right, let's go ahead and throw it down to Edie, Meanie, Mighty Mo. Catch Tiger by the mic.
What? Right, still on the Tashina with the Drop Dead. Cracking bit of kit that. In that, I have got some Taffy Splash from Purge, the strawberry flavour. And then, which needs refilling at the moment, I'm also on the FP on the V-Boy, and in that I have still got the Bearded Lady, which is a strawberry milkshake flavour, which I picked up at London Vape Show as well. And on standby, the Trusty Enforcer for when I want to change.
And I would like to tell you, kiss my ass for having that FP. Mine is somewhere in transit, asshole. Just putting it out there. I love you, man. I absolutely love you, but kiss my ass.
And then juice on standby also. Black Widow. Got to be done.
I keep hearing about Black Widow. What the hell is it?
Dude. It's so good.
Do you get tunes like the throat sweets over there?
No.
Throat. Okay, I'll have to agree with Nick because he knows better on that one.
They call them cough drops over here.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Well,
okay.
We get ones over here called tunes, and this one's a blackcurrant menthol.
Oh, okay, cool. That does sound good, actually.
Yeah, it's identical in flavour to the cough sweets.
And I'm just gonna put it out there: freshly rewrapped battery. Haha, battery safety bitches.
Battery safety bitches.
Yes. Best way to go about it. Just be direct.
So I think Posty did that on purpose to get them out to the UK reviewers first because he hates Americans.
No, honestly, the long talk that I had with him, I totally get it because I mean, Nick, hell, we all see it. How long it takes companies? It's like it really is kind of a shitty fact, but the UK reviewing scene really is kind of, unfortunately, the ultimate afterthought as far as the companies go. Mm-hmm. And it really sucks because it's like, there's a lot of really good reviewers over there. And to see these guys get stuff like we're watching reviews post on our end here and they're going, hey, just in for review. Fuck. You know?
But the thing is, right, like over there, they get a lot of their stuff for review from their UK distributors instead of from the actual like companies themselves. Like only like the top 10% of the bigger reviewers over there are actually getting stuff directly from the manufacturers. So that's kind of like the way it works. And that's why for me, like whenever I go over there, it's kind of pointless for me to pick up products from a company like UL or something like that because it's not actually UL, it's their UK distributors. Same thing with Tofo and all that. It's like I can't really help out their market because I'm in a totally different one, So I mean, I've been doing videos for Eco Vape. We've been Mike and I are on Dying to Live. It's like a new kind of thing that we're getting up to, kind of the team of reviewers sort of thing. And we get our stuff from Dying to Live, which is kind of procuring them from different companies in the UK, and one of which is Eco Vape, which carries things like the Vapor Storm Puma mods and the
Vaptio stuff as well.
The Vaptio little solo flats and stuff like that. So we've been getting products from them and doing our videos essentially for Eco Vape. And, if they want to use my video on their website, by all means, they can absolutely do that because that's why I'm doing the video in the first place. But at the end of the day, if my, American subscribers want to get it, it's going to be a real pain in the ass to get it all the way from the UK. So I kind of have to like put two links in and say UK go here, US go here. But
I totally heard just everything you said.
So, Mike, is that you then for this week? Is that all your
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Right. Over to the Bearded Wonder.
Which one?
Take your pick. There's only 4 of us.
I only have chin pubes. I don't have the jaw pubes.
So, we're going to start with this guy right here. This is the Vapor Storm Puma mod, like I was just talking about, which is actually a really nice mod. On top, I have the new Profile RDA by Mr. Just Right 1, aka Joel. Just got this one in. This is a little sneak peek of the vlog, by the way, but I decided to, set it up real quick and have a go at it before the show. And there's a few things I really like about it and a few things I really don't like about it so far. We'll get into that in a minute, I suppose. But my next setup is, on there I've got my own Blaz Melon. Yeah, because it's awesome. And next one I've got is the Dreamer mechanical mod with the Dead Rabbit, Drop Dead rather, on top of there. I've got some Riot Squad Pink Grenade, one of my favorite UK juices. This stuff is fantastic. If you can get it here, I'm pretty sure you can get it in the US. So yeah, go and pick yourself up a bottle.
Liquid crack.
Liquid crack, seriously. It's like a slightly mentholized pink lemonade. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, pink grapefruit.
Pink, yeah, there you go. Is it?
Yep, pink lemonade is a grapefruit flavour.
Really? Oh, I didn't even realize that. Huh. Anyways,
he's like, well, shit.
I had no idea. I don't normally like grapefruit, that's all. We have the Kennedy Ruby 270 2700 mech mod. That there's no atomizer on it because it's a hybrid mechanical. I was going to say the freaking RDA. Yeah, it's a Kennedy, duh. With some bluebird liquid in there. And that's a blue or mixed cheesecake, which is fantastic. And that is it. I also have a tank, but I actually went with the profile instead of the tank today, so I'm not using the Skynet sub-ohm tank from Vape right now, but that one has some jungle juice in there. Maybe later.
Would you like me to make up for you then?
Sure, go for it. Just do 5 more setups. Do 5 more.
No.
So,
oh, man.
Shall we get the tough topic out of the way then? Shall we talk about this?
Yeah.
Why not? Okay. Far away.
All right. So, as a lot of you already know...
Hang on.
What?
Before we say that, say hello to the people in chat first.
Oh, yeah. Well, why don't you take that away, Mike? Go give some shout-outs.
Shout out to Matt Chandler, who's always here. We have Dire Thing. Ken's in chat as well.
Of course.
Who we got? We got this motherfucker right here. Steve Deligaff Porter, Mr. Pistonati Stands. If you want one, that's what they like. Head over to his Facebook. Graham Taylor, Warren. Is that VZ?
Yes. Yes, yep. Mr. Warren. Good dude.
Joe McIntyre. Who else we got? Cow's Irons in the house. How you doing, fella? Colette, how you doing, hun? And we have Joe. Did I say Joe McIntyre already? Yes, I did. Stavros. Here we go. Garedakis. Garedakis? Is that right? That'll do.
Go with what I want for you.
Yeah, I'm useless with pronunciation, so if I'm slaughtering your name, I apologise. Bill Byrne. We've got Chunkmeister, UK Andy, Vegas Ale. Who else we got? We got the old Grumpy Vapor.
Grumpy.
We've got Macca Vapes reviews in there as well. Vaping Irish, Philly Vape. James McDonough. And my eyes going wonky again. Fringe, Deadly Sinner, Ronnie Campbell. Vaping Miner. Mark Foster.
Let's see here.
Tim M. Atkinson. Andy 1974. And DC Rackley. Simon Scott. Bloody hell, how many we got here?
A lot.
Yeah, we have.
That's good shit. I've been sharing it while you were talking.
Two Din UK. Street Sleeper 4. Jason Lee. IVC Reviews 36. Jonathan Owens.
Stuttering. I don't know why. Oh, it's coming back on. Hold on.
Who's stuttering?
I don't know.
They're saying the stream keeps popping on and off.
Yeah.
It's been doing that a lot lately with quite a few people.
Yeah, it says video output low for some reason. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I think it's actually YouTube's end.
Yay!
Because we love YouTube so much for their difficulties.
Right?
It was happening on a couple of other streams yesterday as well.
Yeah.
So basically, everyone in chat, welcome.
Yeah. Hi. Hopefully, hopefully things get better.
Hey, just put it this way, okay? You invited me, okay? So since you invited me to the show, I'm still getting back on my medication. So let's blame it on the stuttering brain pan issues going on right now. That's what this is coming down to. If the show looks all fucked up, just blame my head. It's all good.
Hashtag Jared's fault?
Yes, I will own it proudly.
No, it's got to be like something to do with YouTube. Like, I don't know what it is, but I don't think YouTube can handle, it's promoting, YouTube itself is promoting like live content, and they're bumping them up in the search queues and all that sort of thing. And yet their servers can't handle everyone streaming at the same time.
Yeah.
Great.
Nick, what bitrate are you broadcasting at?
I don't know.
He says, I hit the button, damn it.
I'm not about to like mess around with that right now because I'm terrified of OBS. It scares me.
No shit. About as unstable as Chernobyl.
But future suggestion, no more than 2,000 bit rate for a stream. That should help cut back on the stuttering stuff while the servers are down.
Cool. Remember that. Hey, we got Stan in the house.
I don't
What's
know
up,
what
Stan?
bitrate means, so.
And we've also got Stephen Whitlock.
And I don't think I can't change that on the fly, right?
I don't believe so.
No, because you'll end up ending this stream and starting another one.
Yeah, or a bare minimum pause the stream, but YouTube times it out too, so that's always fun.
Yep. Stephen Whitlock says he tried your juice up at Poggy Shop yesterday, Nick.
Yeah?
Yep. And he says no sweetener needed.
Exactly.
So, in any other industry, if that particular phrasing was said, the looks and the content alone to it would just be like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yep.
The vape industry is the only thing where you can walk up to a grown-ass man and be like, bro, I tried your juice. It was good.
Cheers, Stan.
All right. I need to figure this out. This is really
And
confusing.
we've also got Jay Jerry in the house as well.
Can I do settings? I can. Stream. Output. Where's it? Audio bitrate? No. Video bitrate 2500. Ooh.
So while Nick's trying to do this, what's everyone in chat vaping on at the moment?
I wonder
If you're in the United States, you're vaping on hopes and dreams.
Let's see if that helped.
I will be right back. I apologize.
Okay.
Customer number one.
Anyway, I'm just gonna mime everything when I get back. Like me and Bob's.
Love it.
I told him to just get like little cards or like a whiteboard or something.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a damn lapel mic to Ken whenever he's doing this.
Yeah, seriously, like just the headphones, like the cheap little headphones work really great.
Yeah, they do, but with Ken's voice, I mean, it needs to have something that really picks him up,
Yep.
So like just a
So
little
deep.
lapel mic for him. I know he'll be like, "Hey guys, how you doing today?"
My name's Vaping with Ken.
Yeah.
Right on. Should
Damn
be
it.
good. I think we're good. I think we're good.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Straight
Famous
sleeper,
last words.
Yeah,
Straight
exactly.
sleeper, behave. Nick's juice is so good I'd swallow it.
Oh shit.
That's what Nick's straight sleeper said, by the way.
I know.
Hey, if you refill a blue pod, you will be swallowing it.
Oh, snap. All right. So that kind of brings us to our main topic here. Here's a demo transition for you. So
I figured it'd give you a good segue.
we were talking about, before the show briefly, we were talking about our main topic for today's show, which is wait, I got to word this correctly. How did I word it in the little thing here what is it? Savs, not the meme group. Super Awesome Vape Show. There it is. The poll. We put out a poll this week. whether or not tobacco companies should be allowed or not should be allowed. Do you think they belong at vape conventions? And I wanted to know from you guys, and I also wanted to know from, everyone else. So we put out a little poll, and I have the results here. But before we get into the results, I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on the whole matter. So whoever wants to take it away, by all means.
Mike, you take it away. You had a point on it.
Okay. My point was only as long as they are using their e-juice stuff, like their pod systems. That if they're not, they're advertising their e-juice and pods, they've got no place being at a vape show. If they're advertising heat not burn, fuck off.
Right.
Basically, you know where the fucking door is. Stay outside.
Yeah, like my point on it is really, it's very simple. I agree because I'll say this, first of all, a lot of people hear big tobacco, it's the evil. I understand that. I agree to a point. But at the same time, at this point, vaping is putting a hell of a dent in their profit margin. Just the truth be told, they absolutely are. So at this point, big tobacco is forced to do one of two things. Either dump, and I mean dump out of their profit margin even further into lobbying, or take the more pragmatic approach and actually embrace vaping as part of their product, as far as their product market and their futures. Now, that being said, I stand with Mike 150 on this. Heat not burn has no fucking place whatsoever at conventions, expos, vape shops, anything of the sort. They do not fucking belong there. That is a tobacco product from beginning to end. It's done. If they have vaping products, albeit I hate the blue system. I fucking hate that thing with a passion, but at the same time, that is a vaping product. Okay, that has e-liquid, that has pods, that has a mod. It is a vaping product. It absolutely belongs. I don't give a shit if Philip Morris makes that son of a bitch. I just don't, because at the end of the day, even though I hate the blue system because I know there is so much better out there, if that fucking thing helps one person get off of cigarettes, then it belongs in a vape convention. End of story.
Yep. Exactly.
And that's the
end of my soapbox.
I was going to say my thought on the matter is I agree with you guys. If they have a vape system, then I'm okay with that. IQOS is not a vape system in my eyes. They call it a vape system, but it's not. It's tobacco that warms up and releases the nicotine from the actual leaf. And they in the UK, they have to hide their actual heat sticks. They can't be seen behind the counter, just like cigarettes. So in my eyes, that makes that 100% a little mini cigarette. I'm sorry, but so the kind of bigger picture here, though, is would you rather them spend their money, spend those dollars, and give that money to an event coordinator so that they could set up a stand and have no one visit it throughout the weekend and everyone talk shit about it? Or would you rather have them just stay as far away from our vape conventions, because there are alternative trade conventions as well, like, for Tuhuka and, things like that. But
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Ultimately, no tobacco should be allowed at the vape shows.
Exactly.
No tobacco company at all. But when they are using a system that uses e-juice, we can't turn around and say, you've got no place here. Right. They're using what we use.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a prejudicial approach, just because, again, it's a pragmatic approach from the big tobacco side because their profit margin is slimming. So if they're willing to step into a game that is proven to be safer, should we shun them? I don't believe so. I absolutely don't. Do I want to be the guy that's sitting there funding big tobacco? Absolutely not. Yeah. But at the same time, if they're helping, if they're actually taking a better approach about it and actually standing up and saying, okay, look, you guys are starting to prove your point. We want to be in this too. It's such a catch-22 because at the same time, when you buy a blue pack, okay, again, I'm just going to go back to that just because it's Philip Morris and it's a vape system. When you buy that little cheap ass blue pack, the one big problem that you run into is that you are inherently funding a pack of cigarettes down the road. you know, because that company is producing cigarettes to be sold en masse. So yes, you are supporting big tobacco by doing so, but at the same time, you aren't buying that pack of cigarettes. You aren't putting that pack of cigarettes in your body to damage yourself. So, I mean, it's really, at the end of the day, from the expo standpoint, from the vape shop standpoint, absolutely not. The heat not burn cigarettes, none of it belongs in a vape shop, in a show whatsoever. Should a person be a supporter of these products that are bought and paid for by big tobacco, that's really up to you. You know, that's the unfortunate side of it.
Yep.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
We're talking about... Yeah. Jay is on his way back from Manchester right now as we speak. So
yep.
he can give us a little insight on that. And, you know, we could talk about other things. Like, for instance, the Big Tobacco Company will be well represented at the next NVE event because one of its main sponsors is Blue. Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know, anybody in chat that doesn't know my position on the Blue pod itself, just go to my channel. I don't care if you subscribe. This got nothing to do with it. Just go to my channel and just type in my Blue. Okay, I promise you, you will see a side of me that most people don't get to see because I lost my ever-loving fucking mind on that review.
I thought you was going to tell us that's a Blue movie. You're Blue.
No. No, I really did, man. I absolutely lost my damn mind in that review. And I tried to go into that as very diplomatically and pragmatically, just from the basis of it is a pod system to check out. And when it starts dumping 40 milligram juice in my mouth, I lost my mind.
Hell yeah, the stick.
Hey, man, I got one of those sitting right here, too.
Don't start driving like him, for fuck's sake.
Jesus.
See?
Oh, jeez.
But my whole thing is, at least it's a vape system, you know?
Yes.
And by the way, ICOS is coming out with their own pod system. You know that, right?
I heard.
Yeah, it's got a mesh system in it.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was here, the mesh, whatever it was. All right, anyway. Do you want to hear my 2 cents worth?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Right. So let's do this. Anybody that goes to a vape show, they're at a vape show for a reason. To vape. Because they're vapors.
Yep.
Right. Let's just face facts here. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Right. Big Tobacco are jumping on board in the vaping industry because they've found out eventually 6 years down the line, or maybe more, whatever, it's a very lucrative business and they missed out on so many millions of pounds, dollars, whatever. Right. This is my take on it. Let them exhibit. Let them pay the money. Let them put that money to good use to make the show bigger and better in another area. Anybody that's a vapor that's going to a vape show will not entertain that. That's cool. There you go. You don't have to go there. Like, and all we're doing at the moment, this is what I've realized that we're doing, yeah? So this is a big key thing. We keep talking about big companies, yeah? Whatever, talking about them in whatever manner. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whatever. They're getting free publicity from us, which is not costing them a penny. We need to stop talking about them. We need to let them get on and do whatever they've got to do, and we need to move on and carry forward because they ain't going nowhere.
So can I just make a small counterpoint to that, Jay?
Yeah. So,
right, that's kind of what I was saying is, you know, would you rather have them come to the show and spend their money on the show that they're going to be, their stand is going to be dead at, or, you know, would you rather them just not be anywhere near it? Now, personally, I think, you know, it's capitalism. You know, if they want to spend their money on going to a show and having no one turn up to their stand, fine. The only problem that I have with it is because a lot of shows are trying to get new smokers into vaping. So they come in, they crush a pack of cigarettes and get a starter kit and whatnot, you know, in most cases. But what happens when they're walking around the show to try to pick up new liquids, and then they go to the ICOS stand, and then they see something that's, oh, well, this is just like cigarettes, and they're telling me it's 95% safer than smoking, and I still get the full flavor out of my cigarette because it's a little mini cigarette. So
okay, so that person, yeah, sorry to cut you off.
No, go on.
That person, right, they don't know the industry like we know the industry, right? So, look, as far as I'm concerned, at the moment, look, there's no point in fighting them because they're there. You're just giving them free publicity. Let them be there, let them do whatever. If they take that person and they give them an alternative to smoking, okay, it's a tobacco device. We're not disputing that fact. Maybe, in a big maybe, it's in the wrong industry. Well, it is. It's in the wrong industry. Like, it's not a part of vaping. We've established that. But now what they're doing is they're bringing out vape products which potentially could help grow the industry, you know, and give people other alternatives. They got it wrong. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, they marketed it as a vaping product when we clearly know we're not stupid. It ain't. 500 scientists have been working 10 years on it, whatever. They tried to pull the wool over our eyes. They've realised that it's not worked. Now let's look at it from this way. They have upped their game and they're bringing out a mesh system. A mesh stuff at the moment is hot topic. Like, it's good flavour, good clouds, whatever. So they've realised and they've turned a corner and now they're going to be doing stuff like in the mesh side of things. They're going to be doing stuff with liquids and probably high nic salts, whatever. But, you know, they're not just going to go away. That's what we've got to face facts. Oh, they're not just going to roll over and say, all right, see you later.
And the other thing is that you're right, Jay. They're going to come out with pod systems. They're going to go into other avenues here. They're going to spend millions and millions of pounds, dollars, what have you, on research and development. My problem is they're making health claims in the UK, which they've already been banned to do that in the US. They said at the show they were still telling people it's 95% safer. But at the end of the day...
Sorry. Go on. Sorry.
I was just going to say that at the end of the day, big tobacco is not our number one enemy. They could be a potential ally. So...
Yeah. Right, so this is where we need to be correcting people and doing the correction. Okay. They can make these claims, but unless they've got, like, scientific evidence to prove it, then this is where we should be going after them in this sense. Until you can actually prove that it's 95% safer, then obviously you can't put a claim to that. Like, you know, this is the areas where we need to be targeting. Not them themselves, because it ain't going to work. They're just going to throw more money into it, and then... Because what's going to happen, you're just going to get their backs up and they're going to go for a takeover. And then they're going to try and put certain places in, grease certain palms, and, you know, do certain things. So we've got to, like, basically, I'm not saying take it lying down. We've got to accept the fact that they're in the industry now and they're here to stay. And they can potentially, if they bring out the right things and work with the right people, they can bring something to the table for vapors and be an ally, like Nick just said.
And Ken, I believe you had a point you were patiently waiting to make.
Sorry, dude. I love you, Ken.
I love you too, Jay. You look beautiful. So,
I didn't know your shed had wheels.
Oh.
You prick. You said that.
Sorry, Jay.
Oh, it was you.
Sorry, Ken.
All right, go on.
So I've been waiting patiently. Do I sound better if I'm projecting more?
Yes.
Better, louder?
Yes.
Because I'm yelling. So the bar next door is wondering why I'm yelling at nothing. That's okay. So as far as it comes to having heat not burn at a show, if it is just strictly a vape show, I'm against it. I'm the same aspect of if they want to push their vaping products, I'm totally down with that. I'm cool with it. Even if it is big tobacco, they're still doing a vaping product, which is to help get you off cigarettes. They're still making a profit, but still, it's vaping. That's what we're all about in the end game, is getting people off those stinky nail coffins and onto something that is not stinky, something that is tasty, and something that does not put a nail in your coffin. It's like the uncoffin nailer thing. What would you call the claw part of the hammer? There we go.
This is the most aggro I've ever heard Ken.
Now, at the same time, I got to ask a question here. What do I think about those water kits? I know he's referring to the My Blue system, I bought one a couple months ago. Did a live stream of it because I was ticked off about the price. Because I mean, kids could just pay a homeless person to go buy like 15 of them and then sell them for profit, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But even though the gold leaf tobacco does taste like walnut skin and nutsack, it's still. What if I can say that louder for the bar next door? Walnut skin and nutsack.
Hashtag walnut skin and nutsack.
Oh yes.
Trending.
I die every time he says that. Oh my god, it's wonderful.
But here's the thing: the My Blue. Jared's very upset about My Blue and how there was the liquid outside of it. That seemed to be the main issue of your upset there when I watched, Jared.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I mean, I bought some little refill pods for it just to give it a shot, and they came out with liquid in there too. But you do need to step up on their quality assurance as far as that goes.
Yeah, well, they're juice flavors in themselves. The two things that really irritated me, I mean, the thing that set me off was the pods just dumping 40 milligram juice in my mouth. I mean, just basically you try to draw and you were drinking more juice than you were actually inhaling. The other problem is that the flavors themselves were fucking gross. I mean, they're just not good in any fucking way. I mean, really like I described one of them, and I know this has been like a running joke, but I described one of them like trying to vape a creamy Elmer's glue.
Oh,
hey man, don't knock the glue. If you ever tried paste as a kid, you know paste was delicious.
dude,
The best.
The little applicator, it was the chunky stuff was where it was at because that way you had some texture.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Well, okay, like their classic menthol, basically a tobacco flavor with menthol. It tasted like dirt swirled in menthol. I mean, it was just like, what the fuck is appealing about? I would rather smoke a cigarette than taste that, and that's bad because I hate the taste of cigarettes.
This is something that you have to keep in mind, though, Jared, and this is what I wanted to bring up. We have been vaping for a while. We're used to premium liquid flavor. We're used to decent liquid flavor. We're even used to picking up like maybe a liquid that's sold at a gas station, for example, like, you know, Space Jam is now.
Yeah.
But when we first started smoking, when we first started vaping, transitioning from smoking, our taste buds were total shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but my first juice that I started with was Mad Hatter, the blueberry donut.
Yeah.
So it's like I started with a pretty decent flavor, and it was just like, oh, this is great.
Right, but keep in mind that this is meant for the smokers for transitioning purposes. So their flavors that they have, they might taste bad to you now, but when you first transition from smoking to vaping,
no,
I'm
gonna disagree with you, Ken.
Their flavors are crappy, but they're strong at the same time.
Their flavors suck.
The flavors that I've done, because I tried using the My Blue, the E6 when they first came out. I didn't like the tobacco one. The only one that I actually liked was the cherry. That's back when it was the Cigalite. That was the only one that I could actually stand to use. But that started me down the road of vaping, and it got it into my head like I wasn't ready for it. I didn't like it at the time, so I went back to cigarettes. That's not the point. The point is, not everyone has the same flavors. That not everyone has the same taste buds. What might taste bad to you might taste good to somebody else.
Yeah, my only point though is that the flavors are so bad you would almost have to gargle muriatic acid in order not to, to be able to get past the flavor of them. I mean, just basically just nuke your taste buds right off your tongue.
Some people might like nutsack though. We don't know.
Their flavors are atrocious, like really bad.
I agree, their flavors are bad, but I'm talking from just a simple. I smoked 3 packs a day. My taste buds were total shit. I was like Dave Lister from Red Dwarf. I only had one working taste bud. The only thing I could taste was chicken vindaloo. From that aspect, I can understand their flavor being more of a tobacco base, but also really potent and bad. But at least you're tasting something other than just tobacco.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm not gonna go say, "Hey, everyone, go lick a nutsack," but
go get some swamp balls, buddy. It'll vape better than a cigarette taste.
I was gonna say, especially not with this heat.
I've been told.
Street Sleeper says nutsack is an acquired taste.
Really now? Really, we need an elaborated conversation on this one, Street Sleeper.
But
There have been some other starter kits that you can find at a gas station that are not the jewels that have some decent flavors. So when it comes to tobacco companies having these starter kits, not all of them are bad, not all of them are good, but that's up to you to decide in the end.
all right,
Kind of like help you go
There's-
down that path.
there's a device out there that I've reviewed before called the Boulder Rock. Okay? This device costs like $8 or $9, and it's basically a disposable pod system, refillable, and it comes with a bottle of like a 10 ml bottle of juice for like $8 or $9. That is by far the best starter kit of all time. Like, if you are literally just trying to transition from cigarettes, instead of buying that pack, you can buy this device. It has a full-size USB on one end where you just plug it right into your jack, wherever it may be. And the other side is a removable, disposable, refillable pod for $8 or $9. Like, there's no competition to that. I'm sorry, Blue. I would rather pay the extra money and rather like get this Boulder Rock than buy 8 or 9 My Blue shit flavor sticks. Ugh, those flavors were so bad.
No, I agree. They taste horrible. What I'm just saying is that everybody has their own preferences. Someone might pick it up and think that it tastes good. There's a lot of people that come in, and Nick, I'm sure you can kind of go down the same thing as we both work at a vape shop. But there are people that come in who are looking to transition, and they still want a tobacco flavored liquid.
I'm not saying tobacco flavors are bad. I'm just saying their tobacco flavor is bad.
I know, but I'm just saying if that's the only thing that's available, say like they're in bum F Egypt and they got there by going shit for chicken without a battle.
Mushroom in nutsack.
Everything that's available better than a cigarette is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even though the flavors are bad, in the end, they're still better than a cigarette.
Yes, that is true. But there's just so many better options out there. I really wish that people could like latch on to a better system. Like, honestly, that Boulder Rock, if it was in every single gas station, it would be the world's #1 e-cig.
Well, like what's funny is like so many people focus into sealed pod systems, and they focus into the, refillable, disposable style pods themselves. And at the end of the day, the one thing that I always recommend to everybody is something like this, something like the Sprite. You get epic flavor out of it. You can replace the coil, so the pods are as long lasting as long as you don't destroy the damn pod itself. It's got decent battery life. And at the end of the day, you can use whatever fucking juice you want to use. You can mouth along with it. You can direct along with it. It's a device that from the beginning standpoint will grow with the user until they're ready to move to that next stage of device. So when I look at these sealed pod systems and I look at the cost of buying, 2 pods at a time, here you go. This is equivalent to a pack of cigarettes or 2 pack of cigarettes. You can get something like this for $28, and then all you spend is about $7 for a box of 5 coils, and you can put whatever juice you want to put into them. In my opinion, something like these, even though they're classifying them as pod systems, they're really more of a standardized all-in-one system. I still say something like this is 10 times better than any pod systems just because you get growth. It can absolutely grow to the change of the vapor itself, not just, make the vapor conform to it.
So
you use it as an extension. Sorry.
Real quick, I just wanted to kind of go over the poll results because they are in. The poll has ended. There was 178 votes, and 89% of people said no, big tobacco companies don't belong at vape expos, and 11% said yes. So I'm actually like kind of on the fence about this whole topic because I think that things like the IQOS, like I said, don't belong there, but other big tobacco companies that are actually trying, it's capitalism, they're going to spend their money. They have the money to throw their own expo. Anytime they want, they can just throw their entire expo center and fill it with just nothing but blue. They can fly in Bon Jovi or something to play there, and they can have a show. So what's really stopping them from actually doing that, other than the fact that they can now vend at our expos? And I mean, there's a lot of interesting comments here too.
Nick, Nick, I just love the fact that you brought up Bon Jovi, of all things. Of all things.
I was thinking to myself, Bon Jovi, really?
That tells you how out of touch they are, though. That's the best part.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Reference.
Right.
At least it's not as harsh as that finger lick death punch, whatever Michael listens to.
Finger licked.
You mean 5-finger death punch?
Finger lick.
5 fingers in a swing.
So we have James comments here. It says, it's called a free market, the basis of a capitalist society. What most vapors seem to propose is tyrannical dictatorship, where some companies are allowed and others are not. Yeah. Now, I feel like there should be a level where we cut it off, right? Because we were going through a lot of drama in the States about the bad branding, you know. Recently at NVE in Richmond, there was the whole Mama San Graham Slam. That was really controversial. Before that, it was Dripmore with their Candy King. And we deal with that on a daily basis. We have to make ourselves as an industry look good in the government's eyes. So we really can't not allow certain vendors that have that bad branding at our expos for that reason. But I do agree that, yes, it's capitalism, and we should be allowing them in because they're giving us their money. You know, they're giving us thousands of dollars to put up their stands.
Yeah, see, as far as like the bad branding goes, especially in the United States, yes, I wholeheartedly agree. And as much as I do like this juice, I love this juice. This is fucking amazingly tasty juice. But I'm of the mind that, you know what? Put the name of your juice on the bottle. Make all the fucking bottles a black label. Put the name on it. Let's just cut this fucking argument completely out of the equation. If your product is good, it will speak for itself. We don't need a bunch of stupid pictures. We don't need a bunch of cartoon characters. We don't need a bunch of, you know, branding, testing the boundaries. Just put the fucking name of the juice on the bottle, make it as plain as possible, and let your product speak for itself. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. I mean, I can tell you right now, Artist Labs, or Artist Liquids, sorry, I keep fucking that up. Artist Liquids, okay? Tell me that isn't as simple as it gets. I mean, that is basic. It's simple. Here's our company logo. If you like the product, you like the product. You know, I mean, there's nothing here to say, hey, we have the best thing out here. They want you to come in and test and just taste test their juice and say, hey, here it is. And I don't mean to put that out there because of where Ken's at, but it's the truth. This type of packaging right here, this is the perfect kind of packaging because this absolutely speaks for itself. The product inside of this bottle is what should matter, not the fucking label.
But you're talking about an industry that thrives off of marketing. We use Instagram as our main form of advertisement. I'd say mostly Instagram, because even Facebook has a lot of restrictions nowadays. So, and people wonder why we have to put warnings on our Instagram posts. It's because you don't see Philip Morris advertising on Instagram. If they did, they would probably have to be required to have a big nicotine warning on it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I get called old school a lot about my stance on it. I really do, just because I don't think branding is as big of a deal as a lot of the companies make it out to be. You know, again, you know, I know this sounds nuts, but, you know, if a contractor on a house does great work, does he need to put fucking Bugs Bunny on the side of his fucking van to show you how good a work it is so it catches your eye? Or can it just say, best damn handyman in town? I mean, you know, it doesn't need to be there. And so many companies are drawn to continually throw this shit in everybody's face. And then they wonder why the government's going, oh, it's all about the kids. I know that it's a shadow. Okay. I know that it's a blanket that they're putting over top of it for their own agendas. But at the same time, if we would have just regulated ourselves just a little bit better and kept the branding bullshit war that each company is going with each other over and over and over again, if we would have just taken it out of the equation from the beginning, half of their argument would be invalidated, and they would be showing much more of their true colors.
There you go. Ken has a point. I saw him raise his hand.
So 2 things. First up, here about the contractor with Bugs Bunny on the side. I would never trust that dude.
Right.
No. Valid reason. Bugs Bunny always says, I knew I should have turned left at Albuquerque. He never makes it to the place that he needs to make it to. Bugs Bunny on there.
Oh, Jesus.
Secondly, the comment about vape reviewers and trying to make a dictatorship of it. First off, dictator is a funny word. Secondly, this is the more important part. If we were to make a dictatorship of this, First off, there was a lot of things that we would have to cut out. Okay? First off, I would want to see a lot more of the 9 nicotine pills back. For 6, for 12, where is the 9?
God. Ken, I love you.
We need to have Ken on more often, I think. Oh, God.
Hey, aren't you glad months ago when I was like, hey, give this guy a shot, man. Trust me, you're going to like him.
Absolutely.
Now, you do have to say, I think that was pretty hilarious.
Oh,
God.
Oh, man. Hold on. Did any...
You did not see that one coming.
Hold on. Now, did anybody watch the Vape show on Thursday? Because him trying to do a Scottish Morgan Freeman ended up sounding like a drunken Shrek. Oh my God, it was the best thing ever.
Drunken Shrek.
Hold on.
Go
Come
ahead.
on, Ken.
Come on, Ken.
Come on.
All right. First off, I'd like to apologize ahead of time to all the Scots that are watching right now.
There's a couple.
I cannot do a Morgan Freeman and a Scottish accent at the same time. It's like, how am I going to do this and do the Scottish accent? Because it's Morgan Freeman. Just talks. It sounds so good. Like, throw a Scottish accent at him.
Oh man, God. Oh, Ken. Oh, Ken.
Yeah, the thing with that is the Scottish drunk Shrek. If you were to make an e-juice out of that, what would you call your first one anyway? Would it be donkey?
Donkey. Aye, donkey.
Donkey.
Ass juice.
And secondly, would it taste like ass?
Hey!
Like waffles.
It tastes like onions.
Exactly.
God damn.
But yeah, the dictatorship, I agree with Nick as far as it goes, but we have to self-regulate here in the States.
That's not going to happen. We tried.
we try, and we still need to try, and that's the whole thing. I mean, we're pushing a lot of advocacy right now, and I know that for a lot of people, it's like, oh my God, they're talking advocacy again. But still, it needs to be said, and it needs to be drilled in the head. We have people that come into the shop every day that don't even know about the flavor ban, and you know, we talk to them, we get them going on it, and they leave more educated.
You know what? I was going to say, everyone here, panel included, chat included, has homework. Go to your local vape shop and ask them if they know about S3319.
I have been.
Just go there and ask them. And if they don't know about it, I mean, I'm not talking for the UK people. This is exempt, but it's like 98% UK people watching too. So, but if there's any other Americans watching right now, go to your vape shop and ask them if they know about S3319. Hashtag don't be a Dick Durbin. Because this is crucial. Vape shops need to push advocacy. That's all there is to it. Because vape shops see kind of like the underlying people that don't get seen online all the time. You know, online, you're hardcore. You love vaping. You look up vaping videos. You watch vaping streams and that whole thing there. But we need the underlying people that just are casual about it. They go into a local store. They don't shop online. They go in and support local business. They get out there and vote to help, you know, their communities. They are the ones that need to be pushing advocacy more. And 90% of the people that come into my shop have no idea what the FDA is doing. They're still talking about popcorn lung because they saw it on Facebook. And
we're gathered here today to listen to Reverend Bissett because the man is preaching the plan.
Hey, you know, we got to do it. We got to hang posters in the shop. We have to have scannable QR codes to write to your senators. We have to hand out leaflets with every purchase, you know. Take a bottle of juice, wrap a flyer around it, and hand it to someone.
Right.
Because there's no other way that we can get the word out there, because the people that are already hardcore are going to push advocacy. But there's so much underneath hardcore, like the casual people are not going to know about it. They're not going to hear the news.
See a horse in the road? Show them the horse in the road.
Well, it's like something that I said on the Vape Show. I go into shops as often as I can. Obviously, anybody who knows me knows I'm disabled, so I don't get to drive near as much as I want to, so I don't get to get out and about like I'd like to. But anytime that I'm out and about and I know that I can get myself near a vape shop, I will go in and I will spend hours at the vape shop. I will talk to the employees, and some of these employees I've talked to enough to where they understand the situation, and they are, inflecting that info on the customers after their purchases. And, the agreement that I always make is that I don't bother customers while they're making their purchases, while they're shopping. But as soon as that business transaction is done, that's when the conversational topics come up. And the one response that I get from people who have tried this continually want to say, oh, all I get is negative responses. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Take the negative response, approach them as positively as you can. And if they want to give you negative, and it's not like people are saying, hey, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. It's just more, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for this. I'm on my lunch break. I have to go handle my kids' soccer practice, whatever the case may be. The point of a more grassroots approach is not to get a yes from the beginning, because 99% of the time you're not going to. The point is to plant the seed of information. If you can do that in a positive fashion and make people understand what that situation is, they're going to think about it. Even if it's subconsciously, they're going to think about it, and they're going to go, well, wait a second. They're going to get home and they're going to be done running their errands, and that negativity is going to have been washed away by the rest of their day. And the point is that they're going to sit there and go, shit, this guy was telling me these, my flavors are going to go away. And that's when that thought happens. So as long as you supply them with proper information, take the negative as it comes and remain positive about it, because as you've planted that seed of knowledge, that is the biggest and most important part about a grassroots approach, about a on-foot approach at your brick and mortars. You have to be willing to take all the negative that all these people are going to throw at you in order to cultivate that thought process and get everybody on the same page of understanding how dire the situation can actually be.
Yep.
That was deep, wasn't it?
I mean, I have no response to that. Like, that's 100% accurate. We need to have a grassroots campaign on the level of vape shops.
Yes.
Getting the word out there to people, and it shouldn't all fall on the backs of the people that are already in this industry. Because, like, when I talk about advocacy on my vlog or whatever, then I'm basically preaching to the choir at that point, because the people that watch my vlog already know about this stuff, most of them at least, and they're already writing to their senators. They're already taking surveys and doing that kind of thing. Oh, it's Jay.
Well, I will say, though, at this point, though, because of all of the preaching to that same choir and preaching to that same choir, that song is now in quite a unison. It really is. Just that next step has to be done. If anybody wants to see any level of success in the United States market at this point, that choir has to go out and sing to the public. They have to.
Down to the river talking about the Trudy Whale, down to the river too.
Jesus.
Let's go down.
Maybe I shouldn't have put it quite so literally.
Yeah. I just want to join arm in arm right now and sing. I think we're literally starting the vape religion.
Yes. We stand here together, folks.
We are gathered here today.
Hand in hand.
Well, actually, I'm a certified preacher through the online stuff.
Why? So,
sisters who have vaped here today, gather together in arms.
I really hope you get a customer right now.
Oh God, I think they'd pissed them. I think they just pissed their pants and walk out in fear.
Right?
Be like, I was just here to get juice. He's yelling at me. I must go.
Why is he singing? Oh man. But
the important thing though is when we approach people, we don't want to do it in such like a way. So the best way I can put it is, don't approach them like
a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Excuse me,
Have
sir.
you heard about our Lord and Savior Vape Bruno? Let me tell you that. Great person. 10 years ago, he came over to the United States from China.
Oh
He
my
was read
god.
from the holy book of vape. Please turn over.
God. With his book of recipes.
And he said to them,
He says, I say unto you, vape your waffle.
let there be clouds.
Verily. And he saw that it was good and it was true.
Good God.
Oh, Dire Thing says welfare check from the bar next door in 3, 2, 1.
They're going to send somebody over with a bribe. Please stop yelling.
Just send over a beer.
I wish, man, that'd be great.
He'd be over all half crock selling fucking e-juice. That'd be great.
Well, the interesting thing about this is I actually have a quick story to share, if I may. This happened yesterday at the shop. I had a gentleman come in. He told me he'd been smoking for 40 years. And that if he kept smoking, he'd be dead in the next 5. And that he wanted to switch and transition. And he's heard about vaping. His girlfriend does it. And just couldn't do it. But long story short, he walked out with a pot. He walked out with this and a flavor that he liked.
Oh, that's 8.
And he was very grateful, and it was a wonderful feeling to actually be able to help somebody kick the habit of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I told him an important thing. You know, it's okay. That's okay. As long as you stick with it.
Yep.
And that's the thing with pod systems nowadays. I feel like it's so much easier to transition people because they're getting the nicotine that they want. They don't have to puff on it constantly.
Baby. Sorry.
Yeah. Of course.
Damn it, Jay.
But they get the hit that they're looking for out of 5 to 10 puffs rather than 20, you know? So I think it's important. Nicotine is a very important component with the whole quitting smoking thing, you know? And back in the day, we were limited to 24-ish. I mean, unless you like DIY'd or found a dodgy website that sold like 36 or something.
Yeah. Got your favorite bathtub juice here.
Right. So, and you know, nicotine is a crucial step. And I find that a lot of people fear nicotine, which is it's completely stupid in my mind because they don't really know about nicotine. It's a scary thing. Nicotine, it's scary sounding, you know what I mean? But it's a stimulant. It's like caffeine. It basically is almost the same. So
yeah, I mean the effects of the potential for the true nicotine poisoning, yes, it does take a lot to do it. And the one thing that always scares the hell out of me with people playing with nic salts, I know that nic salts are considered, even though they're a higher milligram, they are considered to be the less aggressive. They're, you know, as far as the poisoning ability of them. But at the time, the one thing that always scares the hell out of me with noobs coming in wanting nic salts because they hear about it and they're like, oh, well, that's going to give me what I want, is you get somebody who has no idea about the safety measures behind the nicotine, just so you don't run that potential risk of them screwing around with it. And I mean, the one true fact about nicotine is it is a transdermal liquid. It will absolutely absorb into your skin. And if you don't take the proper precautions, you get the shit on your skin, go wash your fucking hands. Most noobs are going to be in their car, sitting at a stoplight, dumping this shit into a device, not understanding that fact, because the problem is that they're either buying online and there's no one to educate them. They're just going off of a whim, or they're going into a very, very uneducated shop, which is a very large problem in this country. And they're not being taught the proper ways to do it. I do agree with you that nicotine is not the scary thing in the market. It's really not. It's just there are a few minor precautionary steps that you have to take with it in order to be safe. That's it. You know, but that's so many other things on this planet. You know, I mean, you're not going to go play with sulfur, you know, and, you know, you're not just going to go get, you know, liquid nitrogen.
What do you think I'm doing after the show?
Right, man. I mean, yeah. We're just going to get liquid nitrogen and freeze my house, you know, just try to chip some paint off, you know. I mean, come on. You know, nobody's going out and playing with any other thing out there without educating themselves in some fashion. And we're like the one industry that people are like, they'll figure it out.
Really, when it comes to vaping, the only thing you got to worry about it is when Mike farts.
Dude, with that new mic he's got, I'm waiting for that reverberating access. Oh yeah,
Mike, you better watch yourself, man.
Oh no.
Dude, he's gonna crack that bad boy off, and he's gonna sound like he's in an echo chamber. That's gonna be awesome. Just
Can't blame it on Jay anymore.
I'll still do that.
Fucking right. Why? What have I done wrong?
Nothing.
Why not?
soundproof your shed. You'll be totally fine. Oh wait, you're in a car, or is it a shed?
It's a movable shed.
You can go off people really easy, you know.
It's all right.
Jay, you know I love you, man.
I said it when I was right next to him. He almost punched me.
Yep. And that was live on that was on your vlog as well.
Of course.
I never punched you. I just stated the fact that, dude, you're not down the other end of a camera. You're literally sitting right next to me.
I will knock your dick in the dirt for calling that thing a shed.
All right. So now that I've actually been inside the chateau, it's really nice in there. Like I could live in there, no joke.
Well, Jesus Christ! As much time as he's spent in there, fuck, I would hope it is.
If
it's like Todd's shed, you poor bastard, you need to upgrade. But no, I've heard it's actually nice.
Like honestly, that like the rent on that chateau would probably be about $3,000 where Ken's at right now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not a shed, it's an apartment, bitches.
Right. It really needs its own bathroom though, Jay. I'm telling you, work on it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be renting Johnny on those spots to park outside of that thing. Get over here and pump it. Mike blew it up.
Compostables.
You need planning permission for this shit.
Just cut a hole in the wall and put a funnel. There you go. Job done.
And what? And have a butt flap out the other side, just like your hillbilly fucking pajama thing.
Shit, he'll just put a flower garden out there.
Don't you go insulting our hillbilly butt flap things. We invented that. We were proud. We didn't
I
want
love that idea.
we were taking a poop.
Jay, hey Jay, I'm like 160 miles from hillbilly country. Don't get me lynched.
I can imagine you having one of those with, on the flap saying "I love crack."
Hey man.
What?
Hey man. Look, man, I'm in the part of the country where pissing off my back porch is actually not that bad of a thing.
Have you ever actually tried that? That's fun.
Depends on how many beers you've had.
Yeah.
And it depends which way the wind's blowing.
Hey, my wife just said, yeah, my neighbors do it all the time.
Dire Thing says rent on a broken down 87 Civic is $2,000 where Ken is.
Fucking no shit.
And we have Schweinsteiger, Wolfschlager, Hausen, Bergerdorf dropping
Schweinsteiger, oh god, I always fucking Wolfschlagenstein, Hausen, Bergerdorf.
He's dropping the eggplant bombs here.
Yeah, like what they said.
Right. Mike's like, I'm not even fucking trying. Screw you.
No. No. I'll just call you Wolfie.
Oh, Wolfie.
But yeah, I even volunteered to stay in the shed or shack or whatever you want to call it. Chateau, wood cabin, log cabin.
You know, one day when I finally get my ass over to the UK, I'm just going to sleep on somebody's porch. I'm going to show up, just going to find their address from one of you fuckers, and I'm just going to show up, throw a sleeping bag down on your porch, and you're going to open your door and be like, what the fuck is this fat bastard doing here? Jesus Christ.
Actually, Jay, you have like a camping trailer on the side of your house, so you could just have it open for him.
Yeah, he'll come out at like 3 a.m. and kick me and be like, just go in a fucking camper, Jesus.
But Jay was kind enough to let me stay in the house while I was over there. Thank you for that, good sir.
That's right, he's frozen at the moment.
Yeah, he's going.
Isn't that Jay's forte?
Yeah, mobile reception.
Oh yeah. All right, so off of the topic of the big tobacco and the angry industry, who here has tried the Sahara?
That's probably a bit.
Right. Right. Well, I know Ken's got one on the way from me, so. But yeah, if you haven't played with this thing yet, oh God help you, it's interesting. OBS V2, OBS Engine V2 deck inside of a dripper. It's just like, what the hell? Here, give me just a second here, and I'll do some zooming on this thing, because I don't, man, somebody was high as balls when they made this thing. Right. Yeah, high as balls. Here, hang on. There we go. Look at this thing.
What
the
Right.
fuck?
Why?
Right. Well, I'll tell you this. If this thing had a deeper well, it actually wouldn't be that bad. I mean, it really wouldn't. It's got, the airflow is angled down like the dead rabbit. It's got 4 big-ass slots on it. It's pretty airy, but they kind of nicked a little bit of the reverie on it as the airflow goes, because they just decided to bring the airflow ports all the way up to the posts. So it basically bulges inward at the posts, and it's just like, dude, yeah, like, you can't put big exotic coils, because if you do, the actual barrel won't clear past the grub screws. Yeah, because the grub screws, I mean, because of how far in the airport is, the grub screws protrude out, to kind of have to do this weird finagling, and it's a strange device. And like I don't usually vape most RDAs at 130 watts, but that's the only way I can get good flavor out of it. 130 fucking watts on this thing.
What do you guys all think that there can be too much innovation in something?
Yeah, innovation for the sake of innovation is not good. Innovation for the sake of making something good, that's where it needs to be. You know,
better.
I mean, or better. Yeah. When you look at a design, let's say you look at hell, I don't know, the OBS Creus. You take the OBS Creus RDA, you look at the airflow and say, okay, I've got a better idea for the airflow. At that point, that's, you know, because I've always been one of those people. I don't care necessarily about innovation. I care about the function. So it can be innovative or it can be inspired. I don't really give a shit either way, as long as it's a highly functioning device that's worth somebody's money. That's where I come into play on it. So many people get so hung up on, oh, well, this isn't innovative, that means it's not good. That's not the case. I mean, how many fucking years?
Shoot off. I've done what I can. I'm going in and out of reception. It's really bad.
Yeah, we know.
Well, it was good to see you.
I'm going to keep it cushy, and don't forget www.kinkyvaporejuice.co.uk. Rainbow sherbet candies. Get over there, hook it up. Catch you later, dudes. Take it easy. Thank you for bearing with my shitty signal that's probably gone. I'm out of here.
See you, Jay.
See you later, Robo Jay.
Well, Jay.
Cheers, man. Ta-da. Bye.
So yeah. So I believe that's Kinky Vapor with an ER as well, not an OUR or an OR.
So I heard he won an award at that London show, didn't he?
He did. He won an award
Yes.
for best dessert.
Imagine that.
Yeah, there was a bit of a to-do about the awards and whatnot.
Was there? I didn't really hear about that.
It was kind of... Oh, now I'm screwing with OBS. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, Mike and I can all talk on that a little bit. As far as the awards were concerned, it was not even worth having us be there. Because at the end of the day, they basically just made up their own awards. And go ahead.
Well, I was about to say, from what I saw just on your vlog, it didn't look like it was a very widely populated show.
No.
Yeah, I mean, like, I saw setup, and then I saw all these booth spaces that were like away from everything else, and there was nothing in them. I was like, oh, that looked like some poor planning. And I don't mean to be mean about that, but that's really what it. I mean, just from my appearance, you know, watching on screen, it just looked like there just wasn't a lot going on.
There wasn't a lot of vendors, and there wasn't a lot of footfall.
Yeah. It was a very dead show.
I think maximum there was probably about 25 vendors, and I think that's being generous saying that amount.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, Nick, when I watched your vlog on it, because I watched it probably about 12 hours ago, actually now. When I watched it, I saw it and I thought of St. Louis, but less. Like, because that was actually the first vlog of yours that I ever watched, was that St. Louis vlog when you and Demo were talking about the USV mods and stuff, you know.
St. Louis was a big event in a small venue.
Yeah, I know. It's my neck of the woods.
It was cramped, and there was a lot of vendors there. There wasn't a lot of foot traffic, but there was definitely more than London Vape Show for sure. And the booth positioning was kind of weird because they had that weird back room area that was all the way in the back, the very back of the show. They had the high end mods, and I feel bad for those guys because they got no foot traffic. They got no one that ventured all the way back there because people didn't even know about that. It was just a double doors, and then all of a sudden there's 8 or 9 more booths in the back room. It's just really not the best venue for that show, but overall that show still had at least a few thousand people walking around, whereas the London Vape Show had, I think at the maximum peak, probably 200 to 300. Yeah. So
I am disappointed.
it was very disappointing, and it was all because Tom, the former owner of Vape Finder, left the company early on in the planning stages of that show and had nothing to do with the rest of it until about a week before the show. He came back on to do a few little last-minute social media things, which didn't help. But it was also the fact that the Manchester Expo was the next weekend, so people were putting their money in that. And also the fact that there was the Notting Hill Carnival going on, so there was that. So, it was just a really tricky situation, and it just didn't pan out. And it's disappointing, to say the least.
Oh, Mr. Nick, you cool with Miss Dime jumping in here?
Yeah, if she wants to come in for the last 40 minutes or so, I'm fine with that.
Let me get the link here. I'll send it to her.
Do you have the link for the Zoom room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh
my
God.
I'm going to have to mess with OBS again.
If I touch anything, it goes bye-bye.
I'm lucky I'm able to stream it all right now. And I'm sorry for the stuttering and all that stuff. I feel like it's kind of half YouTube and half me because it's going over the bit rate or whatever. So by next show, I guess it's 2,000 max. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know shit about streaming. That's why we have Stan, whatever you want to call him. Whatever he chooses his name to be today.
Ken works.
Ken.
Ken works. I've been streaming for like 3 years.
Yeah, not I. Hi, Michelle.
What's up, Michelle?
Oh, that shiner is showing today.
I know, it really is. Hey,
oh,
guys.
man, girl.
Sorry,
What?
I was the new place I moved into has like a hell of a lot of mosquitoes in the back, and I did one of my Benadryl things last night, and
You're a little.
I'm out. But then I saw two-thirds of the Vape Show on, and I'm like, oh god damn it.
So
But-
this.
Vape show takeover.
I know, man. I get to congratulate Mike in person now. Mike, dude, seriously, man, that's a milestone for sure. Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
And
And
actually, yeah.
I still love you, buddy.
I love you too.
I was like, we have met before, Michelle.
I know we have. No, but I get to congratulate you in person.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Hey, Nick, you want a scary number?
Go for it.
Uh-oh.
I'm at 2497.
Subscribers?
Oh,
Yep.
Let's get.
I'm at like 300.
Let's get Jared up to 2,500.
Yeah, isn't that scary though, man? The first time you and me talked, I think I had like 156. That was in
dude.
January.
Your
Yeah.
climb has been kind of meteoric. Let's be real.
So why don't Ken? You're a moderator, right, in chat?
Yes, he is.
Ken, Ken? Who am I talking to? God damn it. Jared. Jared, you're a moderator.
I am, yes.
Okay, yeah. Just everyone post their links so everyone here can go subscribe. Let's get some milestones going. Michelle, what are you at right now for subscribers?
On Facebook, or I mean YouTube,
YouTube.
like something like a little under 300, I think.
All right. So let's bump your numbers a little bit. Post your link. Actually, I think I need to make you a moderator. So
No,
just type.
I'm already a
I
mod.
think that's it.
Oh, all right. Well, type your link.
I don't remember it.
Oh, I'll be damned. I actually remember
Copy
my
and
own
paste it.
feeling, like,
I'm gonna find it though.
Copy and paste it then. Jesus.
Hold on, wait. I know where it is. Sorry.
oh man.
It's just one of those days.
So Mike,
No, Nick, I just thought you would find that crazy though, man. Because I mean, like I said, the first time we talked, man, I was like a peon. You know?
I remember. But dude,
He's like, you still are compared to me. Hashtag
No. No. And that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that look at how much work you put into this thing, this lifestyle. And
791 videos, and at the end of 10 months.
That's insane. That is
Jesus.
absolutely insane.
That's my work ethic, man. That's how I was when I was in the working field.
Good God, man, that's just crazy. I've been at this for over 4 years, and I only have like 600 videos. Wow.
Well, thanks everyone in chat as well.
Yeah,
I'm pretty damn sure that my YouTube has probably been up longer than all of yours, except it's just all music. That's why. So.
Oh shit! I see a Mo Bro in the chat. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, Mo? How you doing?
I can't do his giggle.
No one can do the bro made giggle.
That man has funniest fucking laugh. I swear to God, I saw him and Posty doing a live beer tasting in Posty's group, and I heard that hyena shriek that he does, and I swear to God, I almost fell out of my fucking chair. I was like, I got to get to know this dude, because I honestly did not know who he was up until that point, and I have been an avid follower of his since.
Yep.
It's like, oh my God, he's such a good dude.
His laugh really sounds like a hyena having his balls tickled.
And even Mobro, though. Mobro's killing it, too.
Yeah, man. Mobro is climbing, dude. He's doing good. He's doing really good.
Before Expo, he had under 100 subs, and now he's, I think, over almost at 500 or something like that.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
He's doing really good. So congrats to you, Mobro. Mike, I just want to say a formal congratulations to you as well. 1,000 subscribers in under a year. Brilliant, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, Mike, what's your plans? What are your plans for the future? What do you got new? I know you got a new microphone. Why don't you tell everyone what you got going on?
I've treated myself to the Rode, what is it? NT USB, I think it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Jesus.
That turned up yesterday, and what a fucking headache I had setting that thing up. It's supposed to be plug and play, but it's actually plug and pray.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Nice. I think that microphone costs more than all of my lighting, my cameras, my mic, and my stand, and my filters.
Well, it cost me £114 for the mic.
Really? Okay. Then I was wrong. It's close, though.
I mean, I do plan on getting one of those ring lights.
Hey, honestly, these two soft boxes that I got were under $100 my cost on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and crazy enough, one of my subs bought them for me. I was like, what?
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah,
I also plan on treating myself to a new webcam.
Nice.
Always good.
I think there's one out there by Logitech. That's the C930 Pro. And I'm thinking about that one. I don't want to go down the Brio route.
Don't go with I went with the C615 for my Mac. Probably not the way to go with that one. Skip by that.
Yeah, well, I've got the 920 at the moment. I just want to upgrade it from that one.
Yeah, the C930 is actually really nice. There are some things with it. So where I shoot my reviews mostly and where I host the Vape Show from, we actually use that webcam. And the nice thing about that as opposed to C920,
yeah,
you do a down low shot and you're glowing the coils. You know how the C920, the coils just turn blue on the screen?
Yeah.
They're actually red. You can actually see everything. It's great.
Yeah, mine turned like a crazy orange with my 920. They're like a blinding orange.
Yeah, mine go either orange or bright white.
Yeah, kind of like this.
What?
Jesus.
Bright light, don't go into it.
It's a new build light that I got. It's a little slim rechargeable Nebo light. Oh my God, this thing is blinding.
You fucking made me feel like Gizmo.
Speaking of light and shining, why am I talking into this mic again? Sorry, it's a force of habit. I'm used to like talking into like a Shore on stage where you talk right into it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is a mistake. Sorry. Mike, Do you know the story about this shiner I have here on my face?
No, I don't.
So get this. On Friday, I drove up to Massachusetts to visit a certain vape shop that Nick Bissett works at.
Yep.
Oh.
I walk in and I'm like, "Yo, man, it's me." Punches me right in the face. That's how he says hi to me. He punched me in the eye.
Maybe it's a mass thing.
Yeah, what a mass hole.
They don't call us mass holes for nothing.
He's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah. It's like, oh, I thought he was gonna hug me, right? And then the next thing I know, it's like, bam.
That's 100% true. Yeah,
That is awesome.
Oh, fucking hell.
That was
I
my
shouldn't be
better
laughing.
story for my shiner.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
Nick, by the way, I was unpacking and I kind of lifted something out of a box directly into my face.
nice, smooth,
Ouch.
smooth.
Yeah, I got mad skills.
She says, "I wanted this box now."
How did the
Dude,
move
it
go
was.
then? Michelle?
It was. I was looking for my fucking coffee maker, which I still have not found, by the way.
Coffee,
It's getting a little Okay, did I say it like a Philadelphian, like I should have?
little bit.
Coffee.
Say, "I need some coffee and some cigarettes."
Did I say that wrong? Coffee?
Let's go to the Wawa and get a coffee.
Yeah. Oh,
Well.
do I really say it like that?
A little bit,
Oh.
a little bit.
Nick,
Yeah, yeah.
according to Dire Thing, the Savs channel is 26 away from 1K as well.
Holy crap.
All right, new homework for everybody. Copy the link to our channel and spread it as far and wide as you possibly can. For next week's show, which I believe we are doing a show next week, I would love to be at 1K. That would be amazing. So pimp it out, folks.
Yep. And Vape Me Foxhound, nice, mate. You won't be disappointed with that mod. Smoke Cylon's pretty decent.
Oh yeah.
Mike-
Cylon's a good mod.
Says
The only
Mike,
thing I don't like about the Cylon is that damn battery door. Everything else about that mod is great.
the floppy door.
Yeah. God. See, I had so many people argue with me about, those sliding hinge style doors are supposed to do that. That way they have the movement necessary. And I hate to even bring this mod up, but the Basium, okay, it's got an L-shaped door. You know what? Minimal movement, and that is a slide hinge style door. This is how those are supposed to be.
I don't like
not
those
supposed to
doors
flop
full
them.
stop.
Do
And
what?
so-
I just don't like those doors full stop. I like the magnetic doors. Simple.
Yeah, or a standard pivot. A standard pivot is good. You know, like something like, well, hell, like the Draco. You know, a standard pivot with a latch. Something like that is much more solid.
Fweef.
Sweet mod. Sweet mod.
About time we got a fweef. Yeah.
Nick, have I shown you the new mass-produced Old Dime?
No.
Oh, wait a second. Did I really? Did I just hit that?
Oh, is this the
Oh shit.
I know what this is. Go ahead, show it off. Ta-da!
Oh,
Yeah.
It's Ender's. Ender sent me his moonbox.
Moonbox, yeah.
I'm gonna like change the 510 on it or something, but I love this thing. I
But-
genuinely like this thing a lot. It just has a fire button and what's supposed to be a potentiometer. It doesn't actually work like a PWM box. It's more like variable kind of voltage, but I really like it for real. Genuinely like this thing.
So,
Solid little beastie.
but you know the story behind that, right?
No.
So people
Inform me.
were buying the Moonshot RTA and then
Oh, the moon
taking
shit.
Taking the tin.
the tin and building a box out of it because the
Yeah.
box was literally better than the moon shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
buying the moon shit, binning the moon shit, and keeping the box.
Well,
So, folks, I just want to say really quickly, thank you. I just hit 2,500.
really
Nice.
good.
Thank you
Nice.
very much.
Awesome, man.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you
Nice.
so much.
Jared, it's well deserved, man. You need like 10 times that amount, honestly. You should be you should be eclipsing me right now because you
Yeah,
work
'cause
that
he's way
hard.
better than you are.
Right fucking there.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Michelle, now when I get to meet him, I'm gonna have to like hug him in sympathy and let him.
No, I love Nick. Are you kidding?
Jesus.
Now I really am gonna punch you.
He
I
knows.
know.
No, he knows that.
Now we have to age restrict this video because I said that. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys are speaking for a second, I gotta go to the back. I gotta go get the first aid box for that significant.
Send the burn unit.
Oh man. That's just a real feeling, man. Because like I've been watching, I don't usually sub watch. I don't, I don't care. I get on and I do my thing, and I don't really watch the numbers. And when I start getting close to a milestone number, I'm just like, okay, cool, it's there, and I'll check it in a week and see what happens. But I swear to God, over the last 5 days, I have been watching that shit like crazy, just because I'm like, oh my God,
You check so often, you see it tick down one, you're like, no.
Yeah, I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Which one of you motherfuckers?
You know what, dude?
I do have a specific set of skills. I will find you and I will kill you.
I've been doing the same thing over on my my Instagram. I'm getting close to 3,000, and every day I keep watching, and I'm watching the number go up, and then it goes down, and then up, and then it goes down.
That's juice companies following you and unfollowing you.
Is that really what that is?
Yep.
Well, you know what's funny is that like people told me that I was going to sub watch like crazy, and I really didn't, and I never have for the most part, just because I figure whoever I get to talk to is who I get to talk to. I'm not out for the numbers. I'm not out for a popularity contest. I just am who I am, and I will always be that way. And after it's all said and done, it's like I said early on in my channel, I figured if I had 500 by the end of the year, it'd be a miracle because I'm an asshole. Okay? I really am, man. I own that shit. I wear that shit like a badge. Okay. I mean, I have no need to kiss anybody's ass. I have no need to start any shit with anybody unless they bring it to me first. And I'm not out to just be a problem. I'm just here to be me and talk to people, and that's it. So I figure, I'm kind of an abrasive person. We all know this. And I figured if 500 people were insane enough to follow me, that would be a huge milestone for me. And when I hit 1,000, I was like, oh shit. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? And then I hit 2,000 and I was like, okay, this is really a thing. Fuck did I do?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, for people in chat, the Jared that you're getting right now, that's Jared.
Yeah,
that
is the real Jared.
Jared. That's not an act or anything like that. That's him.
My wife could attest to that. I'm the same prick off camera that I am on camera.
But he's not an asshole. He's a good asshole. There's a difference.
I'm just a very blunt and direct person, and most of the time that gets me called an asshole because I figure it this way. I used to be a bona fide prick. I really did. I used to be just a bona fide asshole that nobody wanted to be around. I always got into fights. I had a mouth on me like you wouldn't believe. And honestly, what took my life into a level of calming the hell down was becoming disabled. It really just kind of showed me that, life's too damn short to be walking around so damn salty. And ever since then, I don't have time for bullshit, and I don't make time for bullshit, and I don't make it somebody else's problem to deal with bullshit. That's just the way I approach it. And she's not wrong. How you see me here is exactly how you'll see me face to face. I don't want to waste anybody's time. That's my whole point.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
that's that.
What's the point of putting on a face, putting on a character if, when people actually meet you, you're completely different?
Yeah. Well, like with you, Nick, you don't have an on-screen persona. Okay. You don't. You are who you are,
I toned down the swearing a little bit, but
Well, that's fine. That's fine. But see, you approach your channel with a very high level of professionalism, in my opinion. I think you really do. I think that you look at your channel and you say, I'm going to give this every fucking thing that I have. Whenever I get on camera, I may not post every single day, but when I put this post on my channel, people are going to understand what I'm doing with it. And that is one thing that I respect about you, Grace. The fact that you just very professionally approach everything that you do when it comes to your channel. And that's a huge thing because so many people, I mean, me included, so many people don't approach it with that level of professionalism just because we're just, some of us are just kind of here to be here, and then others have a genuine meaning behind it. My genuine meaning has always been budget. That's just what I do. And because of how I am, it just seems like it's somewhat unprofessional at times. But when it comes to watching your stuff, I just like every time you post one, I'm like, dude, there's video quality, there's audio quality, there's direct eye contact. I mean, there's direct approach to, important things that need to be discussed. And that's what you do with your channel. And that's a really respectable thing, So.
Oh, that eye contact though.
I know, dude, that eye contact gets me wet.
I'm not licking that nutsack.
I am the epitome of after show.
I don't want to taste that nutsack, thanks.
Damn it.
Nick, I didn't have a chance to tell you this, but a couple weeks ago on the Vape Stew, when every time you would say after show, Stan would post up that picture of you saying after show, and you didn't know it until the end of the show.
Oh my god.
Dude, that was hilarious.
Oh,
see, I don't watch the actual stream. I have my Zoom window blocking.
With the chat window open, right?
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
Well, see, what's funny? Like, I could talk about Mike here too. When me and Mike first talked, we were both, low subscriber count, just kind of doing our thing. And the one thing that me and Mike kind of both said to each other was really simple. We're both very direct. Mike's just a little bit more soft-spoken about it than I am, but Mike is just very direct. If he comes across something that's garbage, he's just going to tell you it's garbage. He's not going to fuck around with it. He's not going to sit there and be like, it's okay. Go ahead and spend $300 on this. It might do you okay. No, he's going to be like, no, don't even fucking waste your money on this thing. But he's going to do it in at least a little bit nicer way most of the time.
Yeah.
But we've got somebody, and I won't mention names because I don't know if we can or not. But King could answer that. But we have somebody who wants to sponsor the Vape Show, and part of that sponsorship is they want us to do reviews. Now, clearly, Ken and Jared are vape reviewers.
Yeah,
I'm a builder. I build mods and say stupid things. That's my thing. So, I mean, I will genuinely review these things, but holy hell, man, if it's not great,
yeah,
but you vape one flavor forever
out of one type of mod or two types of mods,
right?
Yeah, well, and yeah. No, go ahead, Ken.
I can actually say who it is because they're down for it, and so the sponsorship's going to start next week.
Oh,
sweet.
So the reason why I've talked to them for weeks, almost actually over a month now, and so it's a website called Vape Checks. It's a distributor site. So you go there, you can buy multiple different types of mods, atomizers and whatnot. So he's okay with us saying if it's not good. Because that's what they want. So
yeah.
That's why I'm kind of like a little leery about like maybe having a company actually sponsor us because if we say something is not good or is bad, it's like, well, we want it good. We're pulling out our phone. It's like, okay, fine.
Well, and let's be honest, especially with me being one of the people on the show and how blunt I am. Yeah, I'll absolutely own that one again.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if I come across something from a company, like let's just say, Og Vape sends us something and it's garbage, I'm just going to say it's garbage. And yes, that puts that sponsorship for the show in jeopardy. And that's, from a distributor standpoint, it's like me and Element Vape spoke about when we first set up that they were going to send me stuff. I told them, I was like, look, if I come across anything that directs, that is a negative review, it's not going to direct, at you. You didn't make the product, you just carry the product. I said, I'm still going to put your name out there. I'm still going to very blatantly put it that, they don't make this product. They just distribute the product. And they were totally fine with that. And like my Capstone review, perfect example of that. I like the RDA. I like the flavor off of the RDA, but the fact that it's having problems, that in itself says, I'm not going to recommend it. I'm sure if don't put it on a fucking mech, that's the only thing I'll say. But if a device has problems, I'm just going to say, look, I can't recommend it because it's shit, but at the same time, Element Vape sent it to me. It's got new with them. They were awesome enough to actually send me the device for review. And they actually messaged me and said, thank you. So from a distributor standpoint, they kind of have to be that way. They choose what products they want to bring in to send out to the public and, and again, capitalism, try to make your money. So, but whatever, those are the kinds of places that I want to review for. I almost don't want to review for, manufacturers because I know they're going to get salty as shit. Fucking Segaly dropped me like a bad habit before they ever sent me anything.
Really?
Over a device that I paid for.
I didn't know that at all, man.
Yeah. Segaly contacted me one day before my Snowwolf 0 to 100 Squonk mod popped up. Said, hey, we want you to review product. I said, okay, cool. They're like, send you the sober kit. We're going to send you the MFANG kit. I said, cool, that sounds great. They let me pick the colors of the devices and the whole shebang and said, okay, we'll get it in the mail and we'll send you the tracking. Okay, well, their Snow Wolf 0 to 100 Squonker is a piece of garbage. And I said that on camera. I have no qualms with it. I'm not going to kiss their ass, especially that was my money I paid for it. They can go suck my dick if they don't.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, come on. And yeah, so I messaged them back and I said, so I'm going to guess that you're not going to send me those products now. And they wouldn't even respond to me. I was like, yep, that answers that question. Have a nice day.
Yeah, well.
About the capstone. I don't have the capstone. I don't own the capstone. But the design, the outer design of it, every time I look at that, for me, it just screams that it belongs as a Dalek's nipple.
I'm just gonna look, man. It looks like the tip of a dildo designed for the Bee Gees. Exterminate.
No, what looked like a sexual object was that bottle of liquid that Nick Bissett has.
I don't know.
It looks like a red rocket.
I kind of see that, and I'm thinking like a 30 cal bullet, you know, or like one of those. I can't remember what the caliber is now, but that big ass bullet that shoots out of the warthog.
If you had a male dog, and you got a little horny,
red rocket.
Yeah, but that just shows how perverted your mind is, though.
Yeah.
Where your mind goes, you know.
That's always where my mind goes.
It's a 50 cal you're thinking of, Jared?
Yeah. There you go.
It's not quite as tall as a 50, but
no. I mean, it does come with a warning on the bottle that says, "Warning, I'm a squirter."
Yeah, it does. It actually does.
Wait, does it really say that?
That is awesome. Oh my God, I need to get just one bottle of that just so I have that.
Well, I like how Cotton Bacon says, it always says on each or every bag, not real cotton.
Yeah.
Not real bacon.
Sorry, dude.
Not real bacon. Yeah.
Not real cotton.
Not actual bacon. Do not ingest.
Well, I think the cotton candy, when Cotton Candy Collection really started coming out, theirs had please do not ingest. This is not actually cotton candy or something on it. But it was a very, very short run of it too. They stopped putting it on there after a while.
So is it a joke or are they being serious?
What's that?
Like when they write this is not real cotton candy.
Well, you kind of have to be serious. I mean, come on, this is society we live in. Somebody's going to pick it up and be like, "Oh, well, this will just melt in my mouth."
Well, let's put it this way too. I mean, at least here in the U.S., a lot of people are just short of a stack of smart.
Oh, big time.
Warnings on a pack of peanuts that says, "Warning, this contains nuts."
Yeah.
We do have some seriously dumb people in this country. I'm not saying we don't have also smart people, but we have a.
I used to have a pair of underwear that said that actually. Warning, this contains nuts.
Stupid is as stupid does.
That's kind of awesome.
Has a warning saying on their product now.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's America for you in a nutshell. And we're broadcasting to a mainly UK audience, and they think the same thing.
Hey, you know what? When I saw the Black & Decker back in the 90s, when I saw the Black & Decker chainsaw that actually on the warning label said, "Please do not attempt to stop chain with your genitals." I am not. I'm fucking 100% honest. I saw this and I was like, man, the problem is that was written specifically because one jackass tried it.
Someone find.
Oh, sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, someone find that picture and post it in the Savs meme group, please.
Yeah,
because that would not the picture. Go ahead.
Vaping Irish said his oven came with a massive warning that says, "Gets hot while in use."
I used to have a pair of underwear that said that too. Hey.
What up? See, that's where your mind always goes.
After show. There it is. I was going to say, not the picture of whoever it was that decided it would be a good idea to stop a chainsaw with their genitals. Please no, because that will get us banned off of Facebook instantly.
Vaping Irish, Coil Image says he's got some pretties that he's made for you, Dan.
Oh, he made me some coils.
God, the comments from chat are killing me right now.
Oh my
Refill
God.
Lee's.
My sleeping pills have a warning on them that says may cause drowsiness. If affected, do not drive or operate machinery. Who takes sleeping pills and says, "Hey, let's go drive a tractor"?
I know. That's so bad.
Machinery.
I have a warning on that says, "Warning, drinking this will lower your desperation and your standards."
You are messing around right now, right? Please tell me That's a joke.
Let me see here. Where is it?
I'm sure you can find it.
I'm totally digging for this right now.
Well, that's why I like. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Steve McCauley says, look at the mum who is suing about her kid addicted to nicotine from using a Juul.
Yeah.
Stupid
But that
people.
falls into the category if you can sue anyone for any reason. It doesn't mean it won't be kicked out of court, but you can do that, sure.
But the problem...
Stupid and letting her kid get a Juul.
But the problem here is there was a lawsuit that a bunch what was it, like a bunch of fat people sued McDonald's and they won.
Wait, for making them. Oh, but it was after that movie, wasn't it?
They didn't win. It was thrown out in a higher court.
Oh, okay.
But that's right, Ken. You were one of the people that were suing. That's right. I remember that.
Oh. Ooh. Hope you got that burn cream handy still, Ken.
I don't need burn cream. See, here's the thing. I know I'm fat, and ladies love it because it's more.
And you know I love you, man. So
all right, after show.
And also, I'm just a big old cuddly teddy bear. I mean, shoot, man, I got a teddy bear on my arm. So you know.
There is truth to that. I have a really good friend of mine who lost weight, but I liked him better chubby. You know, it is there is truth to that. Not every, well, I shouldn't be going down as like the generalized straight woman because I'm not, but there is truth to that. There really is. You know, we don't all want like guys with like bulging muscles and you know looking like they're straight out of that really horrible movie. What is it, Magic Mike, where they're like topless. Of course they're topless. They're like banana dancers, we'll call them.
Michelle, you fail as a straight woman. I'm just saying.
Well, I know, but I'm like 1% straight. Maybe
1%. Oh my god.
Okay, it actually wasn't on it. I was mistaken about one part. It was not on a Black & Decker. It was on a Husqvarna. It was a Swedish chainsaw. So on the warning label, I can't get pictures of the label, but it says on this Swedish chainsaw, do not attempt to stop chainsaw with hand or genitals.
Oh my god!
I wonder if that was a translation issue.
I would assume it was, but still, though, I mean, Jesus Christ! The first time you read that, you're like, "Who the fuck?" You know.
Which brings up a good point.
Maybe there was like a mass bris that day.
Oh my god!
Like,
hi, I'll be your moil for today, and here's my chainsaw.
No, that was Tim Allen. Tim Allen did that bris. More power.
More power.
No.
Whatever happened to Tim Allen?
Do yourself a favor and just go through your mod and Addy boxes and look for the manuals and just read those manuals because they can be pretty funny.
There's epic gloriousness going on in some of those manuals.
Yeah, serious Chinglish.
Dude, I love the manuals that come with some of the pods too. Like, do not give to pregnant breastfeeding mothers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't vape in a bin.
Bottom of a candle. Keep out of reach of children. To extinguish candle, blow out flame. Okay. As if you would do this. I mean, what are you going to do? Put a fire extinguisher to it?
Just lick it.
Oh, a microwave. Do not attempt to use for drying pets.
Is that real?
Yeah.
There was a story that used to go around about what was it? There was a lady who was babysitting and got really high on acid and decided to.
It wasn't acid, dude. I was on shrooms at the time. You know,
they washed it and they stuck it in the microwave to dry it off.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, skateboard track. I swear to God, this product moves when used. Exercise caution and common sense when riding.
Common sense? What the hell is that?
Right. I'm sorry, I just kind of got drawn into this. This is killing me.
Wait a minute. Look at the bottle of juice next to you. It says, "Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical." Weird.
but really, how addictive is it?
You know what I was going to say? Why don't we have warnings on coffees that say, "Warning, this contains caffeine. Caffeine's an addictive chemical
Yeah.
because it is.
And there's this is a fact for real. Look, I just moved, and I was not vaping nearly as much. I mean, I basically breathe vapor, and I didn't vape for a day or two because of all the moving and everything, and I didn't crave. I wasn't like jonesing or anything, but I missed my coffee for a day, blaring migraine headache. So don't tell me that if you're going to put a warning on nicotine that then conversely there shouldn't also be one on caffeine, or there just shouldn't be one on vaping for nicotine. Let's be real here. I mean, is it any more addictive than just sugar?
Well, I heard an interesting fact that cheese is addictive.
Yes.
Cheese.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. Cheese is like my vice.
But but I'm just saying, chemically speaking, in your brain, cheese is like more addictive than heroin. Now, don't quote me on that because, I'm just going off of probably something written on BuzzFeed. But as far as the chemical reaction in your brain, it has an addictive quality to it. And I totally believe
That's believable.
Because
there was an article over here in the papers a little while ago that said one of the big coffee chains, I'm not sure which one, it was either Costa or Starbucks, it was one or the other, but they do like a iced frappe range, and they actually done a test on it, and they found that it contained human feces.
Oh, God. What?
Wow.
Starbucks. Gotta be Starbucks.
Wait, was that in the Sun, Mike?
No, it wasn't in the Sun. It was in a proper paper.
Oh my God!
Is the Sun like their National Enquirer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the cheap, tatty tabloid type things.
Ugh.
Spreads nothing but bullshit.
Man, I got to tell you, I don't think I'm ever going to ride a Yamaha jet ski again. Wear a wetsuit to protect against abrasions, hypothermia, and injury to orifices, i.e., rectum and vagina.
Oh my God, for real?
No bullshit. I'm going to send it to Nick.
Jared is on he's on a Google hole right now. He's going down the Google spiral.
This is like the worst thing ever. I should have never looked.
Well, we used to have a thing on Savs called "Don't Google This," and it was every week we would go and just say "Don't Google X," and it was bad. The whole rest of the show was a wash because of it.
Yeah.
Remember squonking?
Yeah, that ended up as an after show thing.
Oh boy.
Why? What is?
Oh, I love that.
They've changed it on Urban Dictionary now.
Did it have a different meaning?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Yes, and
I'm sure you can't explain what it was on here.
Not on here, no.
There's always a level of...
Don't Google it.
Don't Google it.
It's not on Google anymore, that meaning that came up before, Nick.
Good.
But all I'm going to say, it involved two blokes.
Nice.
And a woman.
Nice.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have done the Google.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I just went off on a tangent there, dude. I read the jet ski mistake. What?
I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Sorry.
Oh man.
You could say that's a personal squonking.
Oh God!
I'm not a squonker. I'll be honest. I rarely squonk.
Why?
Hold on, let me reach over here and grab a squonker.
Okay, that's enough. If I don't hear
Definition of squonking: middle-aged, balding men who like to finger small holes filled with either plastic but prefer silicone. Then they suck on the tip of an affixed tube that produces vapor.
Yeah, that's the new meaning they've put on.
So used in a sentence here for Urban Dictionary says, Steve and Lee love to squonk. Fingering their holes. Constantly.
Dude, are you reading this or making this up as you go along?
I'm reading it.
I don't think Michelle needs her friend that's just off camera there. She really needs some of that.
Oh man,
I haven't yet at all.
I can tell.
Benadryl high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Benadryl always messes me up like crazy, but like I've been getting eaten alive here, so I had to. Okay. All right, Black Cat. That I know what that is.
You
I know
don't.
what that is.
Stop it. Stop it.
Not going there. I'm not.
What does that say?
As you hold that bottle of juice up.
You people watching right now are bad.
Don't Google blue waffle.
Stop it.
No.
Never vape fish.
What did I say?
Yeah, do not ever Google blue waffle.
Listen to the teacher. Listen to the teacher.
Be oblivious.
This motherfucker, how do you say that properly?
This motherfucker here.
This my fucker is what I want to say.
You're so bad at that. You can't even say his name. This
motherfucker.
I was calling Dyer thing deriving for like.
Yeah, she was.
Deriving.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Nightbot's here. Totally forgot about Nightbot.
Did it start? Oh, it did. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Damn.
Nightbot just woke up.
And the comment wasn't bad.
Yeah, like the last few minutes, Nightbot's like, "Oh yeah, I do have a job."
We need to sack Nightbot.
Yeah, methinks. When we hit 1,000 subs, we'll get rid of Nightbot. Yay!
He's like, "Get her done."
Now we need to get more moderators in chat that actually pay attention for the drama and get rid of it, all that. But yeah. I think we should get rid of Nightbot. If you use it like properly, it's really nice. Like Nightbot is really good, because like Vic knows how to use Nightbot. I do not. I'm bad at it.
Like you can change the parameters and everything like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know how to do that, or it just doesn't work for me. Whatever. But either way, yeah, Nightbot sucks.
Yeah, Nightbot is such a prick.
Nightbot's got it in for Scott tonight.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nightbot.
Spamming emojis.
Oh Jesus.
And Nightbot even like talks shit too. Like it's like, hey, don't be a douche. Like stop spamming caps and all that.
Warren, I can't. Sorry, buddy.
No more Googling, okay? No more Googling. No one is allowed to Google anything else for the remainder of the 2 minutes of this show.
I wonder if Nightbot can time out a moderator.
They can't. So have at it.
Yeah, well, hashtag Nightbot is a prick.
Does that mean it's eggplant time?
No, if anyone does eggplant bombs, they will immediately get not booted, but they'll get
night
deleted.
bottle. Yeah.
I mean, go for it. You could try all you want, but Nightbot's gonna time you guys.
Nightbot says, "Black Hat, you're starting to bug me." Really?
How about the Mobot? I would love that. Start another separate channel called Mobot and just do that for people.
I think at this point, Black Hat, just keep pissing off Nightbot. There's some fun to that.
Well, we're leaving anyways, so shall we go around and say our goodbyes?
Why not?
All right. Jared, we'll start with you.
Oh, everybody's just kicking me in the balls today. I see how it is.
Well, you kept trying to stop that chainsaw with him, so.
Right. Well, I sent Nick the picture of the caption, at least, of the chainsaw. It's pretty funny. So, guys, yeah, thanks for having me on the show. Good time. Damn good time. It's a funny show. Chatters, you guys are awesome as always. You just never fail to amaze with the amount of humor that flows out of there. I will say, as I always say, I really appreciate you guys taking time to watch this show today. I really, really do, because we all know that your time is money, and we want to thank you so damn much for spending it with us. Ken, take it away.
He has so much to say, and now I can't hear one thing of it. He knows.
I wasn't saying anything.
I know.
Yeah, because I'm a dick, apparently. I want to thank you guys for having me on the show today. I do appreciate the invite. Really, really made my day and my morning. Secondly, I'd like to thank everybody in the chat. I've been watching the chat here on the really slow-ass computer, so I've been replying when I can. As always, I'm grateful and thankful to be a part of this community. Always, please advocate for the right to vape and keeping our flavors here in the U.S. Also, we got the Vape Show with myself, Jared, and Michelle on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, and 4 a.m. UK.
And tentatively, we have Mr. Just Right and his new profile RDA scheduled.
Ah.
And then one last thing, I just want to plug this really quick because people have been asking. I have been starting to send out invites to certain reviewers. There is a planned 24-hour live stream coming up in October 19th to be exact, to raise money for suicide prevention and awareness. So,
Nice.
Nick, I hope you're going to be a part of it too.
At some point, I'll jump in for sure.
Yeah, that's basically what it's going to be like. It's going to be like just getting people to jump in, during the 24 hours. But I love Ken for taking this on.
Nice.
And with that said, I'm going to throw it over to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Catch a tiger by the shiner, Miss Michelle.
Oh, that's great.
Look, I know that your money is time. And
your money is time.
Money is green. In our country, at least. And
it's not over there.
People have time. And money, time, and I don't remember now. Anyway.
You're fired.
Benadryl is real.
Since I just popped in here with my Benadryl stupor and my shiner, I'm just glad I got to come on and laugh a little bit today. So I love all you guys. You know that. No matter what I say, no matter what kind of bust I may break out, or bust I may break out, yeah, that's it. Wobble up a dub dub.
Well done, Michelle. Who are you passing it off to?
Well, not you.
Fine.
So I'm gonna go to the guy who deserves all the congratulations today, Mike Smex Reviews.
Thank you very much, Michelle. And thanks everyone for joining us again tonight. And thanks to yourself, Jared and Ken, for joining us tonight as well. You're welcome anytime.
Oh, yeah.
And Ken, there was a question in chat for you also from Mo, asking if it's open to UK people as well.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely,
Fuck yeah.
Mo. We'd love to have you on, too.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, I don't even care what they say. Mo, you're coming on the show at some point.
And Scott is looking to be timed out for about 20,000 seconds with that one.
Oh.
Nightbot got him. He got him.
So,
Nightbot, you bastard. Oh, I saw it for a second. That's great. Oh, my God.
But yeah, again, thanks everyone for joining us. I will not be on next week as I'm working away from home. I will be up in Shrewsbury for the weekend. So while Nick and the rest of the gang are streaming, I'll be driving a coach load of 78 kids back from Shrewsbury.
Oh Lord. You poor bastard.
Sounds terrible.
Tell me about it.
But we do have a replacement for you, Mike. I guess you lined that one up, so...
Yes. Next week, MBK Vapors has said he is able to step in. Nice. So you should have Danny there for.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Have you had Michelle or Shane on the show yet?
Yeah, Shane a few times.
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. We do need to get them back on again. It's been a while since we've had them on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely have those two on again.
Definitely. Right.
Yeah, we'll definitely get those two on again. So now, over to the possibly Amish in the corner.
Possibly Amish. All right. Well, thank you guys once again for being here. Make sure you subscribe to everyone that was on the panel today. Jared, Ken, and Michelle. I'll put the links after the show goes up in the description below. Feel free to drop your links one more time, guys, in the chat if you would be so kind. Make sure you guys check out, not Mike's new line, Jay's new line, Kinky Vapor E-Juice. It is really good stuff. It's available now. I'm not sure where you can get it exactly, but kinkyvaporejuice.co.uk is the website where you can find it. And he's also
that's where it's available from.
There you go. And he's got a Facebook page up and running as well, so make sure you give that a like. Don't forget about our own Facebook page and our Facebook group, the Savs Memes group. It's all the links are right down there in the description. And that's going to do it for this week, guys. Stay tuned for next week's show. And, yeah, thank you for joining us. And everyone vape and blow it at the camera. Ready, go.
Not yet.